On May 29, 2025, once again, Byeon Woo Seok made headlines across South Korean media, not for a new role or a prestigious award, but because of the airport. Just hours after appearing at Gimpo International Airport en route to Japan for the Asia Star Entertainer Awards 2025, the actor found himself at the center of a heated controversy. The reason? Overzealous fans caused chaos, and their idol remained all smiles and waves amidst the disorder. Once is an accident. Twice is a warning. But 3 times? That signals a broken system. The repeated airport controversies surrounding Byeon Woo Seok are no longer isolated incidents. They reveal alarming cracks in how the Korean entertainment industry manages rising fame, and the heavy price that stars like Byeon Woo Seok must pay. That price isn't just admiration, but also escalating public backlash. The airport, Byeon Woo Seok's glamorous hell. Byeon Woo Seok is one of Korea's hottest stars. Following his breakout role in Lovely Runner, Kong On Mache, his name skyrocketed, making him the dream man of millions across Asia. But every time he appears at an airport, it feels like he's stepping onto a landmine. At Gimpo Airport on May 29, a massive crowd of fans gathered to send him off. Screams echoed, barriers toppled, and safety instructions were ignored as fans rushed toward him. Amid the chaos, Byeon Woo Seok kept smiling and waving, without a single word of caution or restraint. On social media, public outrage exploded. How can he smile when his fans are causing this mess? Does good looks justify public disruption? Not even a single apology? His silence following the incident only added fuel to the fire. But what's worse, it wasn't the first time. The infamous July 13, 2024 incident, private security turned airport into a fortress. Nearly a year ago, on July 13, 2024, Incheon Airport was thrown into turmoil due to what many described as the abuse of power by Byeon Woo Seok's security team. As he prepared to fly abroad, his bodyguards reportedly blocked airport gates for 10 minutes, checked other passengers' boarding passes and passports, and used flashlights to blind nearby onlookers filming the scene. Public response was ferocious, since when do actors have the authority to inspect documents at a public airport? This is no longer fan service, it's tyranny. Parliamentary hearings and human rights investigations, the legal storm escalates. The incident was so serious that it was addressed in a meeting of the National Assembly's Land, Infrastructure, and Transport Committee. One lawmaker openly questioned the Incheon Airport director, why is a rising actor like Byeon Woo Seok receiving such excessive privileges in public spaces? The Incheon International Airport Corporation later announced it was considering filing a lawsuit against the actor's private security firm. Police launched an investigation into 3 bodyguards, charging them with assault, coercion, and obstruction of business. The National Human Rights Commission of Korea also received formal complaints about violations of citizens' rights in public spaces. Although Byeon Woo Seok's agency, Varo Entertainment, eventually issued an apology, the public response remained cold, too late. Too shallow. Byeon Woo Seok, a star trapped in his own shadow. There's no denying that Byeon Woo Seok is a visual icon. With a nearly 1.9-meter tall frame, a sculpted physique, and a cinematic face, he started his career as a model before transitioning into acting. Though he appeared in projects like Dear My Friends, Weightlifting Fairy, and Record of Youth, his career only truly soared with Lovely Runner. He once shared that he was rejected by over 100 casting calls, often dismissed as too handsome to be a real actor. It's a rags to riches story that could inspire millions. But now, the very fame that lifted him is casting a dark shadow. A portion of his fandom has become so obsessive they disrupt public order, and Byeon Woo Seok, willingly or not, has failed to draw clear boundaries. Fresh perspective: is Byeon Woo Seok a victim or a catalyst? Korean media is split. Some argue that Byeon Woo Seok is a victim of sudden fame. He wasn't trained to manage hordes of fans or unexpected public chaos. His silence, they say, may come from a fear of alienating the very fan base that propelled him to fame. But critics pose a sharper question: if celebrities don't take more responsibility for shaping fan behavior, who will? When Byeon Woo Seok smiles amidst the chaos, he may be unintentionally greenlighting misconduct. His silence, then, becomes the gasoline on a fire of fan entitlement. Conclusion: Byeon Woo Seok needs to pause before moving forward. Fame can be built overnight, but it can crumble in a single misstep. Byeon Woo Seok now stands at a crossroads: either continue staying silent and risk being consumed by unmanaged fame, or speak up and redefine his relationship with the public. True stardom isn't just about beauty or breakout roles, it's about how an artist navigates responsibility, especially when faced with criticism. For Byeon Woo Seok, the time has come to not only look like a leading man, but act like one, in every sense of the word. Byeon Woo Seok, one of South Korea's most visually striking actors, known for his towering height, chiseled physique, and charismatic screen presence, has once again found himself embroiled in controversy. However, this time, the spotlight isn't on his acting prowess or upcoming projects, but rather on his unexpectedly indifferent attitude amid chaotic scenes involving his overzealous fans, a stance that has sparked widespread discomfort and criticism among the public. The incident: chaos at Gimpo Airport and an unmoved star. On May 29, 2025, Byeon Woo Seok arrived at Gimpo International Airport to board a flight to Japan, where he was scheduled to attend the Asia Star Entertainer Awards. The scene was a frenzy. An overwhelming number of fans had gathered to see him off, pushing past security barriers and ignoring airport staff instructions in a bid to get closer to their idol. Security personnel struggled to contain the disorder, but what caught public attention was not just the fan frenzy, it was Byeon Woo Seok's calm, almost indifferent demeanor amid the chaos. Rather than addressing the disturbance or asking fans to behave responsibly, he maintained a pleasant smile, waved at the crowd, and stayed silent, drawing ire from many observers. Social media quickly erupted with comments criticizing the actor. Many questioned why a public figure with such influence would remain silent while his fans endangered public safety and disrupted airport operations. Critics argued that his lack of intervention seemed to condone reckless fan behavior, showing a disregard for both airport regulations and the experience of other travelers. More than just an isolated incident, a pattern of airport scandals. This is not Byeon Woo Seok's first brush with airport-related controversies. In July 2024, his private security team caused an uproar at Incheon Airport when they reportedly blocked airport gates for approximately 10 minutes, checked other passengers' boarding passes and passports without authorization, and shone bright flashlights to prevent people from recording or photographing the scene. This excessive behavior triggered a strong backlash from the public and media alike. The incident drew the attention of South Korea's National Assembly, where a lawmaker publicly questioned the special treatment Byeon Woo Seok received at a public facility. Subsequently, authorities launched investigations into allegations of assault, coercion, and obstruction of business against his security personnel. The airport corporation even considered filing lawsuits against the security firm. Despite the backlash and investigations, Byeon Woo Seok himself did not publicly address these issues, leaving a void filled by speculation and criticism. The burden of fame and the cost of silence. Byeon Woo Seok's journey from a model debuting in 2010 to a celebrated actor known for his roles in Dear My Friends, Weightlifting Fairy, Record of Youth, and the breakout hit Lovely Runner reflects a rapid rise fueled by undeniable talent and striking looks. Yet, this trajectory has brought an unanticipated downside, the challenge of managing a fervent fanbase prone to crossing social boundaries. The question arises, should a celebrity bear responsibility for the behavior of their fans? While some argue that an artist cannot control every fan's actions, others insist that public figures must take active roles in promoting respectful and lawful conduct, especially when the situation escalates to public disturbance. Byeon Woo Seok's repeated silence amid controversies suggests a reluctance to confront these challenges head-on. In an era where celebrity accountability is increasingly demanded by fans and critics alike, maintaining a silent smile risks alienating the very public that supports him. A new perspective: visuals are not enough. South Korea's entertainment industry has long celebrated stunning visuals, often prioritizing appearance and charisma as essential ingredients for success. Byeon Woo Seok, with his statuesque figure and photogenic presence, embodies this ideal. However, as public scrutiny intensifies, the demand for more substantive qualities, responsibility, leadership, and social awareness, has grown louder. Celebrities today are not just entertainers, they are influencers shaping societal values. The way Byeon Woo Seok navigates this responsibility will likely determine his lasting impact. Will he continue to be perceived as a visual masterpiece who remains detached from real-world consequences? Or will he evolve into a figure who leverages his influence to foster positive fan behavior and uphold public order?